Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of New to Weeaboo. This is number 164 for January 28th, 2026. I am Nemesis and I'm joined by Alcatraz.
Hello.
Yeah. Things continue.
Yes. Yes, they do.
Fight on, Minnesota, fight on. But outside of the horrors of real life, other horrors including anime are unfortunately the Madoka Magica movie has been delayed again. Last second delay because it's supposed to come out in February, and then it went, oh, no, actually we're delaying it, and we'll announce the new date when it was supposed to come out. Okay. Being Megaka is suffering.
Yep. Being Megaka is definitely suffering.
It's so last second something must have happened.
Something. Yeah, it's like, what did they find, like, some glaring issue in the final release that somehow made it through, or was there some sort of, like, distribution issue, or...
Could be a number of things. It's so weird, yeah, but regardless, it's just weird that this very last second delay, which tells me it's probably not going to be a long delay, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah, they haven't announced the new date yet, which that's the worry.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder if they want to basically lock it in before they fully announce the new date. No, this time we swear it's going to be this one. We swear.
I could be doomerous, but I'm going to try not to.
Beyond that, though, the new season of anime has, of course, was well underway at this point.
Yep.
Including the new Freeren.
I think I'm going to have to immediately start watching that one because the spoilers are getting harder and harder. They're just starting to pop up, and yeah.
Let's see. Several, as I discovered to my horror, way too many isekai. Again.
Yep, still doing the isekai thing?
Still, like, I think a list I made was 3/4 of it was isekai.
Isekai, God.
It's ridiculous. I haven't watched anything new yet, really.
New, as far as the world of anime goes.
New anime stuff. I did watch some old stuff, actually. I watched Bad Girl, which is pretty neat, but kind of one has the unfortunate thing of being, it's an anime just kind of stops.
It just stops.
There isn't really a real good ending. It's done now. Okay.
Well, you have to keep reading the manga.
Keep reading the manga, which is like, yeah, I guess. I mean, it's kind of unabashedly gay. I mean, the whole thing is this girl. The girl is basically
Are they bad?
No, she's not. That's the whole point. She's actually bad at being bad. She's trying to be she's trying to be a delinquent, but she's utterly terrible at it. But she's trying to impress another senpai who, kind of just finds her adorable.
Oh.
So yeah, that's the whole thing. She's very clearly
You're really good at being bad.
But also there's
task failed successfully.
Just weird stuff like, oh hey, look, here's her longtime best friend who's been secretly in love with her for years. And also here's this new girl who also, kind of gets weirdly obsessed with this fail girl for some reason, and yeah.
Well, just bring them both in.
Basically, yet another fail girl accidentally makes herself a Yuri harem.
Yeah. Task failed successfully.
Oh yeah, that's what reminds me. I did watch the remainder of the Watanabe episodes, those extra episodes, and yeah, I loved it. We definitely talk about that later down the line, so maybe June or something. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that stuff now. We're talking about the reason why we delayed the episode a week, which is finally, after all this time, the Zombieland Saga movie, Yumeginga Paradise, came out in U.S.
Yes.
Just less than a week ago I was recording. More than a week ago by the time you guys hear this. And a one night only event, which means if you didn't see it, you won't be able to see it until it releases on streaming and Blu-ray and whatnot.
Yep.
Which means, by the way, also open spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled, you missed it, come back to this later when you can watch it. However you manage to do so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also this moment also wants to mention this movie did come out in October in Japan. Just took a little bit of time. And also apparently, as of this recording, I think it just aired in Australia yesterday. Or came out in Australia, I should say, yesterday. When they got the subtitled version, though.
Oh, they got a subtitled one?
Yeah, because that was the problem. Here in the U.S., if you in Canada, if you watched it, unfortunately, you got the dub.
Yeah.
Which, again, I don't want to disparage the English dub people, but we've been watching it, with subtitles, and it's disappointing we weren't able to continue to do so for the movie.
Yeah.
I will say, it was very kind of a little jarring initially.
Yeah, because when you're used to a very particular voice for the characters and having a different sound come out of their mouth, it's just like,
what?
Oh, right.
What's wrong?
This is... Gotta get used to that.
Yeah, you got used to it eventually, but it was, I will say, for the most part, the voices were fine. Saki's voice initially was very much like, what the? That doesn't seem to fit the character very well.
Yeah. They did a good job, I think, but it's always a little jarring when you switch from one to the other.
But I will say, generally, I really liked it a lot.
Yep.
And I will say that if you are already a fan of Land Saga, you will definitely enjoy this, I think.
I will echo that exactly. It was worth the drive, worth the watch.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite anime, so yeah. I'm really happy that really good. The movie here was really good, and because there was that worry, he's like, it's going to be good. And of course, if you try to watch it without watching the rest of the series, you're just going to be confused.
Yeah.
Even if they do the recap.
Yeah, you can't watch it standalone. You need to have seen the series.
So, basically, I don't want to get too bogged down, but yeah, the brief synopsis of this movie, basically, yeah, it is 2025 in the movie. They do time skip a bit from the last season. So it's 2025. Pretty much well established as idols. Francis Shu has now been established as idols for the prefecture of Saga. And basically they wind up doing stuff, including this. They're doing a little thing. There's going to be a Saga Expo, and they're at the Yumeginga. That's basically a little like astronomy science place.
Observatory.
Yeah, observatory and whatnot as well. But yeah, it's kind of like a museum / observatory /
yeah.
One of those places. A science center, if you will.
Yeah.
But they're there. They're doing a promotion. They're doing a promotion and everything, which kind of has all this weird stuff about space. I wonder what that's about.
Huh.
Yeah.
Nah.
So anyways, they're doing that. They're kind of doing more promotion stuff. And then Tai just disappears when she's out with Sakura. And then turns out, aliens show up and start blowing things up. Like, for real. Like, no aliens.
Like, actual just aliens show up and start lasering everything.
Lasering everything, which, that's a problem. And they wind up hunkering down back at the mansion. And then, Tai shows back up because she was disappeared. She's back. And she's talking. Oh.
Tai woke up.
Tai woke up. Turns out Tai was when she was on the alien mothership, stole a little stone thing and ate it because she thought it was food. Because of course she did. And that caused her brain to kind of refire.
Yep, and it woke her up.
Yeah. So after that, they wound up. We're gonna have to find a way to get rid of these aliens because the whole thing turns out Tai was someone who fought for the prosperity of Saga, to defend Saga, and she's got to defend Saga one more time.
Yep. I have a duty.
So they wind up going back to Yumeginga, and they wound up wandering over an alien in the process, and they will take the alien with them, and they're at the Yumeginga, and when the alien wakes up, there's also a whole thing there where the alien, they have to fight the alien. They get revealed as zombies, who's a handful of people, which makes them very distrustful there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And then Tai basically gets all martyrish and goes, I got to do this myself, and they wind up not letting her do herself. So, but then regardless, they wound up formulating a plan to fight back against the aliens, and generally somewhat works while Tai is going up to the alien spaceship, and then hey, surprise, best friend Shushu follows her, even though that she didn't want that.
Mm-hmm. We got to stick together.
Mm-hmm. There's a whole thing there. I'll get into a little bit more details because I don't want to get bogged down. But yeah, they go fight the aliens, like actually fight. There's some really cool scenes there. They fight the aliens. They manage to blow up the mothership. And of course, Tai had to more or less get rid of the stone in her body to do so. And then they come back to Earth. They fight more. They perform one more time in the rebuilt Saga arena or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhat rebuilt.
Somewhat. Mostly.
And then in the process, unfortunately, Tai eventually goes back to being her old feral self.
Yeah, she falls asleep again.
And that's the end of the movie.
Yep.
So, again, like I said, this is really good for a lot of reasons. I will say that it was very nice that they managed to maintain the general just vibe of the show for the movie. Because, yeah, despite the fact that it's weird, for the most part, the show, it's, I wouldn't say low stakes necessarily, because particularly season 2 had the whole thing with the massive flooding and everything. The storm. Right. But, like, it's... And I still don't want to say grounded either because it's got zombie idols.
Grounded.
The show's never been grounded because it's got zombie idols in it.
Yeah, it's not. It's always been ridiculous in a funny way. Yeah. It's never
maintained that though.
Yeah,
even with the, amping up with there's aliens now.
Yes, there's aliens,
which was teased at the end of season 2, but kind of they kind of made its two theories simultaneously correct at the same time, which is they're going to fight aliens in the movie, and also that whole thing at the end of season 2 with the spaceship was just straight up. It was just a thing for a music video. Those were both turned out to be true at the same time.
Yeah.
Whoops. Yeah, it was generally just fun. Again, it's just, oh, hey, yeah, I haven't seen you, girl. Again, it's the last season 2, remember, was 2021. It's been a minute.
It's been a little bit, yeah.
So, yeah, it was great to see them again. And the goofiness, the inherent goofiness wasn't lost in the translation to the big screen.
Yes, yeah. And it's like you were saying with even though there's aliens and big fight scenes, it retained that. Because that's been a mainstay throughout the entire season. It's always been
Series,
goofy.
even.
Yes. That's what I meant to say. Thank you. It's always been goofy and not like super taking itself seriously until it wants to, and still nails those. Like again with the whole flooding thing at the end of season 2, it can take itself seriously without losing that goofy funness, and that continued into this movie. There's still zombies for crying out loud.
Even season 1 with basically a surprise, Sakura deals with depression at the end of season 1 when she regains her memories.
Yep.
Turns out she was depressed when she was alive.
Yep.
Yeah, and so they do that pretty seriously, even though it's a goofy. Even when they have the tip, it's like getting slapped and having her head spin around. It's still serious.
Being able to balance those two things without making them clash is a skill, and I think they pull it off pretty well.
The big thing here, I think the biggest thing about this movie, considering how it showed up in the trailer, and there's something that myself and many other people were excited for, was Ty's awake.
Ty's awake.
My favorite character is finally doing more than grunting and groaning. She's talking.
Yep.
And she's cool.
Yeah, I'm about to say, not only does she talk, she carries a big freaking gun.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
She shows up with a gun.
Yep.
And she's a competent fighter and everything. Because that's the thing. They're tying it into the spin-off manga.
Yep.
Which, that's the thing. It's unfortunately, spin-off manga never got officially translated to English.
Yeah.
As far as I remember. Which is a problem considering, they kind of allude to it. They don't get into the specifics, but they allude to it pretty hard with the movie here. So it's kind of assumed, again, it's assuming you're a big fan of Zombieland Saga and you are fairly well acquainted with the franchise.
Yeah. I do say you don't have to read the manga.
Yeah, because you didn't.
I've read the manga.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, you sent it.
I think
it was the fan translated one. You sent it to me a while back. So I did read it, but you don't need to know the contents. All you really need to, they allude to it, but it's never super like critical to know what's going on. Yeah. If you haven't read it, it'll be kind of like, oh, it's a cool mystery, but it's just another one.
Basically they just allude to, Tai was a fighter of some sort. She fought something when she was alive.
Mm-hmm.
And the implication, of course, being she died fighting said thing.
Yep.
That also did a bit of retcon where enough to establish her as 29 years old, but I remember the original thing, she was 27, so they kind of adjusted that a little bit. Because I remember that was one of the adjustments they made.
Yeah, 29-year-old idol.
Yeah, and then it's like, that's not a big a deal anymore. Because when she was alive in the 80s. Because they also established why did Tai keep chasing after Junko for a while? Oh, because she recognized Junko. Because she was a fan of Junko's.
Yep.
Which is interesting in itself, right? Because they had a little scene with Tai and Junko. Because that was one of the things was Tai being, the thing was when she woke up, she had no memories of being their feral self around Franchushu. She had none of that knowledge. It's kind of very similar to what they even mentioned. It's like just like with Sakura. I was like, oh god, and Sakura's like, oh, not again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, Tai doesn't remember any of her Franchushu stuff, but she remembers her alive self, so she doesn't really recognize any of them.
Yep.
Not really. Although some of them, she recognized Junko, and she also notices there's a weird pull towards Sakura.
Yeah.
Doesn't know why though.
Yeah. And then they have that was at the observatory place, the science place, where they have all the. I think it was where they had the wall of photos.
Yeah, that was also where the drama happened because Tai was basically going all lone wolf on them.
Like, no, I have to do it by myself. It's my responsibility.
And she even telling them basically, it's my thing. And also, they're telling us, oh, we do things together. We're friends, we always. And then she goes, well, then I quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that really hurt Sakura.
Yeah.
That really hurt her.
I think it hurt all of them.
I hurt them all, but Sakura particularly.
Sakura is more, I don't know if that's the right term, but hard on your sleeve.
Yeah, but also, that's also that we see Sakura really connected with Tai.
Mm-hmm.
It's Tai-chan.
Yep. Yeah.
She really connected with her. And that was the thing. Junko, even kind of talks to her a little bit because, sees, you're not going to miss me. Okay, whatever. Here's have some food. It's not going to, just eat it. And, telling her that, I used to be scared of you, but honestly, you're. Because, just Junko's, kind of talking to Tai about the photos of everything. And then, Tai kind of, okay. And then Junko leaves. Like, yeah, you can do your thing.
Yep.
And then Tai eats the ice cream and remembers. And oh no, now she's more dead set on doing it by herself because now she cares about them.
Now instead of I have to do this by myself because I don't know you and I don't really trust you.
It's my job. Now it's I have to do it by myself because I don't want you to to be hurt.
Exactly. Now it's because I have to do this so you don't get hurt.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, she's not close to them anymore. And I do like that because, yeah, she doesn't know them. She's not really close to them. She doesn't really particularly, she only cares in the sense that, like, I don't want innocent people hurt in the sense. Yeah. They're people, but like, that's about it. It's the abstract of, I don't want you involved.
You're people that I need to protect, but I don't, you're not friends. You're not even really acquaintances anymore. I don't know who you are. Yeah. I'll protect you because that's what I do, but that's the extent of it.
There's also the bit saying almost, have Sakura practically, pleading with Tai to, nod on her head because maybe that'll trigger
that'll trigger your memory.
Please. Yeah. And Tai's like, no, whoa, that's weird. No,
that's weird. Why would I do that? Never stopped you before.
The other thing was Kotaro. That's one of the goofy things. So that Kotaro, remember the faces he did? Those weird faces he does when someone's talking.
Yeah, he had a lot of weird faces. I mean, he's always kind of done weird faces.
He's always been weirdo.
Movie budget.
He did that weird face he's doing when someone's talking, just looks at him like that, and they just, what?
Their reactions.
But yeah, the thing, he's separated from wrestling because he's in Tokyo trying to do the PR stuff and failing at it. Yes. But that's when the aliens showed up.
That's when Yep. And then he got super serious. I have to go back.
Yeah, I have to go. I need to go back, even though he collapsed in the street.
Yep.
And then you be back. Well, again, that's the thing. They alluded to it in season 2 with him coughing up the blood thing, but now it's like, again, something is going on, but they didn't really say what it is.
Yeah.
My personal theory at this point is he did something. He gave up some sort of, I guess, his life force or whatever you want to call it to resurrect them in the first place. And I'm guessing that's what it is finally catching up to him.
Yeah,
that's my guess.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
It makes sense to me.
Maybe that's similar to why the old guy that he learned it from is also in a wheelchair. But also that guy's just really old.
Well, remember Jofuku there. His whole thing is he is Saga is him.
Yeah,
he is tied to the state of Saga. And Saga at that point he was in a wheelchair because Saga was pretty heavily destroyed by that point. So the state of Saga is reflected in his physical state.
Yeah.
So he was doing pretty well for himself. Then when the aliens came, all of a sudden, oh no, he's not doing so hot anymore.
Not so.
Because Saga's in danger. And then when Saga was being destroyed, now he's in hospital.
I wonder if there's a similar connection.
I don't know.
I don't know. They haven't explained that. They've only hinted that something. Yeah,
that's one of those things.
But they haven't said anything.
Possibly kind of come back to. There's a lot of funny stuff. Like, when Saki tries to use one of the guns. Initially, she points it the wrong way
backwards, which, I mean, to be fair, there's not really much indicating which end is front.
Yeah. And she destroys a good chunk of the van.
Yeah.
And then Ty's like, you don't get to play with the guns anymore. No guns for you. No more
guns for you. She doesn't need them. She's got 2 of her own.
Yeah. Yeah, just again, they keep every single time it's funny. They keep reusing someone getting hit with a van, and it still winds up funny every time.
It's great, yeah, because they hit the alien. They run over the alien that's about to get the 3 kids.
Yeah, including Maria.
Yeah,
the daughter of Reiko, who Saki used to be in a gang with.
Yeah,
and by the way, she's married. The husband works at Yumeginga. Which is why that was the thing. Maria was trying to go to Yumeginga because her mom called her before everything failed and told her to go find her dad, who's at work nearby.
Yep. So they're all trying to get up there, and they do. They make it with a unconscious alien in the back of their vehicle.
Yep. Yeah, that was the other thing was they kind of discover. Yeah, they Poking had little goggles on, and they discover eventually they use thermal imaging.
Yeah. And they come to the conclusion that the aliens are both hypersensitive to hearing, but have really bad eyesight.
Yeah.
So they use these goggle mask things to both muffle the hearing and tune it, and improve their eyesight by giving them artificial inputs.
Yeah.
And it's primarily set up for thermal imaging.
Yeah. And as they notice, because Tai shows up and starts talking to them. He just sees he sees the thermal. Okay, yeah, it's her. And then eventually he hears Sakura's voice and gets confused because
I don't see them.
Yeah, he gets real confused because they're not showing up in the thermal. Which is, for us, the audience, kind of, I see.
For the audience, we immediately know why.
Yeah. Thing is, eventually that alien wakes up and starts going nuts, and then, French tries to fight it a bit, and, things go bad, including, Lily's arm comes off, and then also Saki gets knocked into a fountain, and then when they all go over to see and check on her, the water washes all the makeup off, and
the secret is
secret's
revealed.
revealed to those people. The people who work there, and Maria.
The 3 guys at the science, and then the 3 kids.
Yeah, and they're scared.
Oh,
Doesn't
God,
matter.
you're zombies. Get
Saki
away from
tries
me.
to smooth it over. It doesn't work.
It does not work.
They're
You're a
scared of
scary
him.
zombie now.
Now, everyone except Tai, all the zombies except Tai are now revealed to be zombies, and they're scared.
Yep.
And it's one of those things that I was wondering, like, how would people react? And the answer is, turns out they don't like it.
They don't like it. I don't like it.
And it's
like
it's,
I'm the same
it's a
person.
little disappointing in
Yeah.
a way. Like, oh, that's how they react is, oh, that's just fear. But it's like, it's so weird how so quick, it's so frustrating. It's like, it's this person who you've known for a while, you know what they're like, and then you just kind of go, oh, but you look different now, so you're scary.
Yeah.
I mean, this person who literally just was trying to defend, just save your life and everything. Nope, you're scary now.
I think the kids reacted harder than the adults. Yeah. All of them were.
The adults were nervous. And,
the adults were super nervous, but the kids were...
Saki took a step forward and Maria just backed up.
Yeah. Which, in some cases, I can see for a kid, because they're kids. It could go both ways for kids, honestly, like, where they just don't care.
Yeah,
but other ones, especially if they get a certain age, they might get enough to know that something's wrong, but they don't have enough reasoning.
Maria, the thing is, Maria's like middle school.
Yeah.
But regardless, it's just really sad.
It is.
It was like,
but it's supposed to be sad.
I know. And they pretty much just more or less like, just go somewhere else. They're like, at this point, just go somewhere else. We don't want to be around you.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's cool. But then, of course, Ty picked it up on, who did not get the makeup wash. I'm definitely human.
Nope, I'm the real one. I'm
definitely human.
I'm not dead. I'm not a zombie.
Yeah, them doing the other thing is Kotaro is eventually gets reunites with him, and of course he also accidentally discovers the whole thermal thing.
Yeah,
because he was covered in mud, and they did basically just more or less like, hey, look, it's like Predator. It's like Predator.
Get to the chopper.
I mean, caught out of the chopper.
Yeah, he jumped out of a chopper and landed in the mud because it's Kotaro, and he does stupid things like that.
They eventually, and also somehow Romero turned big.
They never explained that.
You just can. He's the zombie dog. Don't worry about it. I mean, he already cut his weird transformation already.
Yeah.
But now he can turn big for some reason. I just don't worry.
Just don't think about it. Just accept it.
I mean, that dog's been around since the 1800s. Don't worry about it. My friend Romero.
Yeah. They do lampshade it a little bit, though, when it shows up and go, wow, how did he get so big? They never explained it, but they lampshaded it there by pointing out, like, yeah, they don't even know.
Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so they eventually come up with a plan, including using fireworks and the hot air balloons and the advertisement trucks to more or less distract the aliens and mess them up so that the tie could go up to the spaceship and, stop them.
Yep.
It works pretty well until it starts to fall apart a little bit because the aliens start basically blowing things up.
Yeah, the aliens notice that their thermals aren't working, and they switch their settings so they can see them again.
But Maria also somewhat tries to apologize a little bit to Saki and them. Doesn't quite do it, but also Saki makes it cool. They were cool.
Yeah, we cool now.
And now that they have their makeup back on.
Now that you don't look dead.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm only dead inside.
Yeah, the thing was, once I got is that thing, you have Tai at this point is now fully aware of her connection to the Franchishu and everything, and when she sees them following her, she's freaked out. No, like that. No, you're not supposed to follow me. You're supposed to stay safe.
Yeah.
And then they're fighting the aliens. Yeah, that's the thing. They get on the spaceship and they're fighting the aliens. Of course, they kind of overshoot a little bit. Most of them, except for Tai, overshoot the ship and have to basically jump down on it.
Yeah, because they had an issue with their hot air balloon wouldn't turn off.
Because Junko over-tightened it.
Yeah.
Because she didn't want to fall.
Yep.
Well, guess what? You're going to be falling now.
Because Junko's got a fear of heights.
Understandable. You don't want to fall out of the sky. Gee, I wonder...
Well, I mean, they show her fear of heights earlier before all the aliens, too, when they were doing the tour. It's like, nope, she's hiding behind everyone, over by the pillar, not over by the ledge.
Well, yeah, also, I mean, there's a whole thing, because, she kind of died in the airplane crash.
Yes. Yeah.
But, so they wind up skydiving onto the spaceship, and Sakura falls apart, and there was a whole thing there was, the fight scene there, when they're all, fighting the aliens. Initially, it's like, oh, no, it looks like, once the aliens figured out they're there and adjusted their settings and everything, it's like, oh, no, it looks like they're going to lose. Mm-hmm. They're losing now. Because initially, it's like, oh, yeah, they can't tell where we are, we can just do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then she's like, no, they're going to start fighting back. It was really cool because they got the call back with Ai and Junko doing the lasers again.
Yep, finger lasers, finger guns,
and the Saki's basically just beats them up with her fists.
She, like I said, she's got 2 guns of her own.
Yuri gets to show off her sword skills.
Yeah,
because they mentioned that in season 2, but now she's got to show off the laser sword thing, and
yep,
and then Lily gets a mech.
The best.
She gets a mech.
She gets a big freaking mech. It's great.
And then they're fighting the as they're also reassembling Sakura and everything. They're also fighting the aliens, and yeah, it was great. And yeah, that's the other thing. We had the really nice moment with Tai and Sakura at the end there, where Tai is basically hell bent on sacrificing herself and everything.
Yeah.
And then Sakura's like, "I knew you were going to do this.
I do it all alone.
I'm not going to let you do it alone."
Yep. We're zombies. We can survive this.
Yeah,
what you're talking about.
Yeah. And it's like, I'm not. I was like, listen, this will atomize us. I don't know how to be here and test the theory.
Yep. Yep. I like it. It's like all it took was just slapping Tai to make the stone come out of her. It's like
it wasn't what happened. It was she tied Ken to the side as a little gesture, kind of bit onto Sakura's head a bit, and Sakura's little hoge tickled her nose and made her sneeze it out.
Sneeze. That was it.
That was the thing. Yuri slap, because when Yuri slaps someone, it's like serious.
Oh yeah, but
Tai is the only person who blocked it ever. This kind of shows you just like, oh, that's what, if you're a fan of Zombie, like oh, that's a big deal.
That is a big deal. Yeah,
no one's ever.
All it took was for her to sneeze to make a cup. Did no one give her the Heimlich at all to try and get the stone out?
I never considered them to. Why would they bother? Never considered it. Also,
yeah,
it's funny, just kind of sat in there.
Yeah, I do like the callbacks when they disappeared from the escape ship. It's like there's a cow. It's the cow from earlier.
Yeah, Ty's been replaced by a cow, and then later, where's Sakura? And then
it's a tortoise.
Oh no,
it's the tortoise.
Yeah, so they're able to escape, and they fall back to Earth and everything. And that was the thing was. Sakura saw Kotaro without his sunglasses, and it is implied she recognized him, finally.
Yeah. Yeah, and there was a series of flashbacks that she had there.
Inui.
Yeah.
From high school. Yeah, she finally, it's implied she recognized him. They didn't, follow up on it at all, but it's heavily implied she recognized him. But yeah, then of course the tragic thing is, they do the show and everything, and here's now Tai actually, singing and dancing and everything like everyone else. I'm like, wow, she's really good time.
And apparently she was better than the rest of them.
She was actually way better than I thought she'd be.
Yeah.
Although when during practice, you see the bit where she kind of goes, ah! And it's like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh, yeah. Her old yell came out.
Yeah, and then during the show, she starts having kind of moments where it's like things are getting a little weird, and then she said, like, please, just let me, she's realizing she's kind of reverting back, just let me last just a little bit longer.
Yeah,
just let me finish the show. And then there's afterwards they kind of look and then at first you have the signs like, oh my god, Zero's singing.
Yep.
And then what's wrong with Zero?
What's wrong with Zero?
And then then they turn there, she is just kind of chewing on the microphone.
Yep. The end of the last song. And then leaps on Sakura.
Yeah, that's the thing was I noticed that the face, Tai looked sad when she left on Sakura. It's like, is she aware? Is like at this point, is Tai aware that something ain't right?
Yeah,
that's really depressing if that's the case. Like she's just fully aware. Basically, she had something and it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me kind of sad.
Yeah,
I'm honestly, it's that weird thing. I remember this before this movie. There's that whole thing. People like whenever the question of should Tai ever wake up?
Should Tai wake up?
Almost a perfect divide, a 50-50, like yes and no. People like, I really like her basically being feral zombie, and other people, I'd really like to see her wake and actually interacting with the others in other ways.
And this one kind of did both.
After the movie, now you got so many people going, no, keep her awake. No, I want her to stay awake.
Yeah.
It's like it shifted so hard after we actually saw what it was like with her awake. And now people are kind of like disappointed, including myself. I'm actually really disappointed that that's what the direction they decided to go in.
Yeah.
Like, that's my big thing. It's like, and on top of that, also for me, it's also spoiled way beforehand, and I'm a little disappointed about that too. Some guy just open spoilers like back in October just said, oh yeah, on a Tumblr post says, oh yeah, this Tai it's like, oh yeah, it's sad that Tai had to sacrifice her being awake to at the end of the movie. Oh, thanks, dude.
Thanks, dude. Because I think it was never really a spoiler that she was going to wake up.
Yeah, I mean,
it was heavily...
The second trailer made it clear that was
Yeah.
going to be a thing.
Yeah, in the trailer we knew it was going to
trailer
happen,
made it
but
clear.
her reverting was always
Was not known.
hidden until the movie itself.
Yeah, so that's a person just spoiling it. But yeah, it's also kind of obvious when you're watching it. It's like, oh yeah.
There's hints that, yeah. Like, I theorized that was going to happen since I wasn't spoiled. I theorized when it was the stone that woke her up, and was like, what if she loses the stone? Does she go to sleep? Will she lose being awake again? And I was like, this might be what they do, because, like, unless they somehow keep the stone in her for eternity, it's going to have to give that up. And then, when it's like, oh, we got to put the stone back, it's like, okay, this is more likely. And then her growl during practice confirmed it. No. Oh, there it is. It's happening. Yeah.
So I'm a little disappointed about that. It's like, if says now, it kind of almost feels mean to kind of revert her back, you know? It just feels kind of a little mean just to do that.
Yeah, it brings up a huge question, though. Why? Why is she like that compared to the rest of them?
I don't know. I mean, she's number 0. Again, if I recall, the theory was that she's 0, which means she's probably the first one resurrected, which means Kotaro screwed up.
Maybe. Yeah. There's nothing official.
The other theory is from the event of the Gaiden manga, because she merged with the demon.
Yeah.
So that basically also might have screwed up the resurrection process.
Yeah, so maybe Kotaro didn't do anything wrong. It's just there was a
other entity, so to speak.
Or it's just there was extenuating circumstances around this particular person that was not taken into account.
That was the other thing, is that the running joke of Tyler Yamada is she's legendary. Why? She just is. Turns out, there's a good reason why. One interesting thing I noticed, which they pretty much, their default outfits are pretty much not to be seen, like, almost never seen in this movie. They're, the default
they always had some
wearing,
fancy
except for the recap. Except for the recap that Sakura did, which that weird meta recap, because she's recapping everything and telling everyone, like, you didn't know that though until I just told you. Other than that, they pretty much are wearing different outfits than usual. And I also noticed one thing, which is Tai, once she woke up, kept that idol outfit on the entire time. Like, it kept her, like, I guess, differentiated from everyone else.
Yeah.
Well, until the spacesuit.
And she put on an astronaut suit.
And then underneath it, she had the weird sweats that everyone else had, sweats and helmet, although not the helmet part.
That uniform outfit.
Yeah, from the first OP.
Yep.
And I also like that they reused some of the songs from the series as well, including the OP. Because it's the outfit.
It's the outfit.
It's from the OP. Yeah. Yeah. So we don't have the mystery of Kotaro's illness or whatever is still unknown.
Unknown. Yeah.
So that's the other question: is will there be more?
Yeah, it's a big question.
Because they could do more, but the also question is, where do you go once you've introduced aliens?
What do you do next?
It's like you did the aliens for the movie, and now what? Are we just going back to again?
They only did that in the manga,
still,
so they haven't done it on screen.
Well, that's the other thing is it's implied again that the whole saga cursing is responsible for the aliens.
I want to see Lily in a mech fighting demons alongside Doom Guy.
All right.
Seriously.
But still, it's like, can you go anywhere from here? Is there really anywhere you can go?
Yeah.
That doesn't just feel like you're just kind of padding out at this point?
Yeah.
That's the word. That's the other word. If they feel like they might be padding it out.
Because the series, the way it's going, like when throwing aliens in the movie and whatnot, you can't just stick to your tried and true slice of life.
Yeah.
Your basic, we're just going to do concerts to get more money for Saga. Because, like, you kind of went bigger than that.
I mean, the implication, is Fran Chushu is leading Saga into prosperity.
Yeah.
Which was the whole goal in the first place. But, yeah. I mean, the end goal seems to be that, like, Kotaro wants them to be international, which is kind of what happened. They got the live stream and everything. So I guess it's one of those things that, is there really much else to do? The thing is, like, the only real stuff is like, Kotaro's illness and possibly like revisiting the idea of Tai being awake or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just can't imagine like really a whole third season necessarily for all just for that.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I wouldn't say no to more. But
if they think they can pull it off, then I'd definitely be looking forward to seeing what they can figure out. But I just don't know what they.
I'm just like sitting here going like, yeah, that's kind of, you feel kind of like that weird thing. Like this always almost seems to happen. You have something, you have TV series, have movie, have TV series continue after movie. Everything after the movie kind of, it feels pales in comparison.
Yeah, that's always an issue. Always an issue.
One thing I actually want to bring up too, one thing I really liked actually was when the aliens first made contact, what they did was they used clips from television to string together a message.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool way to do
that
things.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, just using that and then choosing that and repeat. Basically, yeah, we're here. It's ours now. Too bad. Deal with it.
Yeah.
Because the thing, they didn't really get into why they came here. They just are. They just want planet Earth for something or another. Doesn't matter. They're here. That's a bad thing.
Yep. And why did they pick Saga as the landing zone for the main ship?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's because, yeah, you didn't think, even because in like so much media, it's like, well, of course they went to Washington, D.C. because, well, yeah, this is a very America-centric movie or whatever.
Yep.
But you think at least Tokyo, right?
Yeah,
nope,
you
Saga.
think Tokyo. No, Saga.
Well, probably, arguably, the Saga curse.
The Saga.
Of course, this is a Saga curse, which is going to basically ruin the whole planet. It's like this curse went, okay, fine. If you're going to fight me that hard, I'll take out the whole thing.
Yeah.
Generally, though, it's a fun movie, and I'm
amazing
really hoping for a Blu-ray release with the subtitles and original audio, so I can watch it the proper way and everything again. So yeah, I'm really hoping for that because I'm going to order because I really, really like this series, and I'm hoping also maybe merchandise I can finally get a Thai Nendoroid.
Oh yeah,
Finally,
because
we only got the three of the 7.
Yep, they need to get all of them out.
Yeah, do it.
Should get all of them. I know. Maybe now that the movie's out, maybe we'll see more merch get released.
I think the Blu-ray release for Japan is estimated to be around somewhere in April or May, and then probably we'll see it in July or August here. So yeah, hopefully. Anyway, some detailed stuff because we've never actually done this really before this series because it was before we talked about as well before we started doing these things. So yeah, animated studio Mappa, known for employee abuse. No, wait.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, they're of an industry known for exploiting its workers. They're the exploitiest. Some of the exploitiest, and supposedly in the last few years they've cleaned up a bit, but
yeah,
it's always the problem with Zombieland Saga. It's just simply
that
discomfort of the people behind animating it. Kind of the company's not great.
Yeah, it sucks because Mappa had a lot of really good stuff.
Yeah, it's also on top of it. It's also Cygames. The Uma guys.
Oh yeah, and they had their building got destroyed.
Because of course. Of course, Mappa, as you're probably aware, beyond this, they're also well known for Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, the Ranma 1/2 remake, Yuri on Ice, and Kakaguri, among other things.
Among many other things, yeah.
As for the voices, even though we watched in English, we're still going to focus on the Japanese ones because that's what we've spent the majority of time with this series with. And also it's easier for me.
Yeah.
So Sakura Minamoto, we've mentioned these people in other contexts before, but not for this series specifically for the most part. So Sakura Minamoto is played by Kaede Hondo, who's played Pony Tsunotori in My Hero Academia, Hitomi Mishima in Hinamatsuri. Remember her, the CEO, the suffering, poor Hitomi. Haruka Kanoe in Love Live Nijigaseki. Elena in Majo no Tabi, the Wandering Witch or whatever. Yeah. And Hikari Hanazono in 100 Girlfriends. She's also a pink-haired girl in there. Weird. Saki Nikaido, played by Sami Tano, which doesn't actually have a whole lot of major roles, but she played Akane Hino in Precure. Sarah Kazano in Love Live Sunshine, from Saint Snow, the older sister. And Nini Spankole in Burn the Witch, the weird Bleach spinoff, which I didn't know was a Bleach spinoff when I watched it. That was weird when I discovered that. Ai Mizuno is played by Risa Taneda, who's played Yukina Himiragi in Strike the Blood, Zenobia Corta in High School DxD, Rory Mercury in Gate. Yeah. And then MG3 in Girls Frontline. And Junko Kono played by Maki Kawase, who's Yuna, the main character in Kuma 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 Bear.
Bear.
Fuki Harakawa in Licorice Recoil. That's that other team, the one who doesn't like Chisato.
Yeah.
much, although she kind of likes Chisato, but she doesn't want
Yeah. Yeah.
Shima Iwashita in Bocchi the Rock, one of Kokiri's bandmates. Also, she's done a lot of minor roles in general. She doesn't really do a lot of big roles. Yugiri is played by Rika Kinugawa, who's a Takako in Orange, and Narita Bryan in Uma Musume. And again, mostly minor roles beyond that. And Lily Hoshikawa is played by Minami Tanaka, who's played, Minami Katayama in Wake Up Girls, Mary Saotome in Kakaguri, one of the main characters, Nako Sunao in Hitori Bochi, Mebuki Kusunoki in Yuki Yuna, and Kanako Mamiya in Yuri Is My Job. The blue-haired one, the best friend. And, of course, Tai Yamada is played by Kotono Mitsuishi. Now, if you don't know, there's a reason. There's kind of a meta joke here. We talked about it before, way back with the very first episode of this podcast. The meta joke here is the legendary Yamada Tai, but she mostly does grunts and groans. Who's she played by? Oh, the Kotono Mitsuishi, who's played Usagi Tsukino and Chibi Usa in Sailor Moon.
Yes.
Sayaka Mine in Kenyu Densetsu Yaiba. Maeshiro Nui in King of Fighters. Misato Katsuragi in Evangelion. Nico's mother in Love Live, which is one of her minor roles, but I had to mention it because Love Live. And a ton of other major roles.
She is a huge...
She is, what you'd say, legendary.
Yes, she's legendary voice actor.
So yes,
and
that's kind of the meta joke.
Grunt.
Until the movie here.
Until the movie, yes.
That's the meta joke. Kotaro Tatsumi is played by Mamoru Miyano, who's played, infamously, of course, Light Yagami in Death Note. Setsuna Fusei in Kato Senshi Gundam 00. Masomi Kita in Durarara. Ryuji Sakamoto in Persona 5. And Suguru Kiniku in Kinnikuman Perfect Origin Arc. Kinnikuman, something never really caught on outside of Japan, but it's big in Japan. Yeah, some big roles there for a lot of them, although some of them not so much.
Yep.
But yeah, that's the thing. Some of those kept popping up over and over again in other things, but not here. We never talked about them in Zombieland Saga specifically.
It's been too long.
Except for Tai.
Yeah.
It's because I had to mention that because it's just the funniness of just who they hired to play it. Someone who mostly grunts.
Yep, it's great.
But yeah. So I guess that would be it for this episode, though.
I got nothing else to add.
Yeah. Probably gloss over a couple things, but maybe watch it for yourself when you can. Anyway,
seriously, go watch it
if you can, when you can.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
as soon as
it was a one-night event, so you can't do it anymore. But yeah, if you liked what you heard, you can go listen to other episodes on Weeaboo.libsyn.com. It's spelled Libsyn. If you want to subscribe to our RSS feed there, or you can subscribe to us various other methods, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and Amazon Podcasts. Subscribe for us or search for us on any of those and subscribe that way. If you want to contact us, you can do so via email, newtoweeboo@gmail.com if you have any questions or comments or criticisms or anime recommendations or whatnot. So you can do that. Or, of course, you can do so via, our various social media. It's all this is at newtoweeboo.libsyn.com/contact. Although, I'm kind of going to let the Twitter go dormant, I think. Because,
Yeah.
They'll stay up as it is, but probably won't be posted to anymore. So, yeah, I probably want to follow the other ones. Just a thought. Yep, that's it for this episode. And with that, we'll be going into February.
February,
where we will
be month of love.
Yeah, but we will be talking about, the new winter 2026 season. We're doing that again, because, it's time.
It is time. See how many isekais we draw.
Yeah. But yeah, once again, like I said, we will not be doing a 2-week break like we normally do. We'll be off for 1 week and just to get ourselves back on track because of this delay thanks to the movie timing. So yeah, again, keep yourself safe.
Yes.
Not for sure. Between the weather and the ice.
Yes.
Catch my drift on that one. Keep yourself safe. Keep yourself informed, and we'll see you later.
Yep. Bye.